We are back from our quick break, which was not so quick after all. Yeah, so next match that we have coming up is barrier-free Carpark against Geiger counter. And I think what we realized during the break was that barrier-free Carpark actually forfeited their first match. One of the players wasn't around due to a scheduling conflict with another tournament, a Valorant tournament. And this player happens to be Bubblekitty.
Yeah, regardless though, this is going to be somewhat of a rematch of the semifinals last year. And we all saw those Pog bombs by Xeno last year, man. Most popular clip of IVGF around that time. And just can't wait to see how Excel responds to that. I mean, obviously, Geiger counter ended up winning the whole IVGF, but it will be fun to see how these teams have improved over time.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that first map on Ilios. It was just 5k after 5k. But of course, USA came back with a vengeance and eventually won the whole thing. So this should be a pretty exciting rematch. Really good players on both teams. Both teams have been scrimming for quite a bit, I do believe. So we should see some really well-coordinated team play between the two.
So just a question, right? If you beat a team of, if you beat a Team Singapore player, aren't you guys all qualified to become Team Singapore players? Does that work like that?
Yeah, I think it depends on whether Blizzard ever brings the World Cup back. Let's take a look then at the players for Geiger counter. Of course, we just saw them in our last match, but maybe some roster changes. And well, yeah, actually, it's Easy Clap and Overclock playing at support for Geiger counter.
Dubbing out Caramel.
Yeah, we didn't see that combination last time around. So maybe they have something else up their sleeves this time for this match against NTUA. Tank line the same, DPS line as we left it at the end of the last map.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Easy Clap's synergy with Overclock, as well as Captain Ness's synergy with Asparagus, but we really don't need explanation of Asparagus's play. So
yep, let's look at their opponents for this match. I have a feeling we'll see some familiar returning names. Yep, no surprises right there.
I think Xenofly changed his name a bit.
Yeah, I think he bribed Blizzard to allow special characters in like.
So now we've got Zemphi.
Name. Zemphi, yeah.
We've got Ampha, Emphy.
Yeah, Deadpool 118. It's an upgraded version of 117, I do believe. Yeah, anyway, I think these are familiar players from last time. Let's take a look at the maps for this match. Obviously, not the same as the maps from last time. We are going to cycle through all the different maps today.
Ilios.
Well, where have you seen that one before?
Yeah, man. Do you ever have those like cursed maps now? Like every time you play a map, you just instinctively remember that one time something happened?
Yeah, I do remember quite a few things happening.
Mine's Busan, by the way.
Well, yeah, you know, that was quite a pretty famous one.
Oh, we do have a change in the map, though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's an assault map. I think it's Havana on assault, on escort rather. Well, we'll get that one checked out and get back to you later. But anyway, that's map 3, right? A long way in the future. Yep. Let's just look at Ilios for the time being. How does Ilios differ to Lijiang, do you think?
Well, you know, Ilios has that popular well, so instead of like, you know, the environmental kills being outside the point, now it's inside the point. So it'll be cool to see how the tanks play around that well, if we ever get that map. And of course, there's a lot more high ground compared to Lijiang, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the teams make full use of that high ground.
Yeah, a lot more open space too, on Ilios Ruins especially. So we could see some long-range hit scan play, we could see more poke compositions, maybe not quite so much of the Lucio Moira, although of course it definitely can work because it is a very mobile composition, closer distance very easily. So yeah, definitely a map where we can see a lot of different things happening from both teams.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see as we head on over to the map very soon.
Yep. Here we go. Into Ilios.
Ah, Xenofly has been correctly changed to Xenofly.
Yep, Deadpool's been downgraded back to version 117.
Downgraded, oh man.
I'm sure still a good player though. Well,
Would you
both
ever go
teams-
to Ilios?
Would I ever go to Ilios? I mean, it looks like a beautiful place, and I mean, honestly, the stuff that you see here looks very much like the pictures of Greece that you see in real life, right? So, seems like it would be, stands to reason that it would be pretty beautiful. So, both teams mirroring the Winston Diva Lucio Moira.
Ernesto
one side
on
with
his
Sombra,
innate
one with the Tracer.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Sombra would fare in this hit here.
Yeah, and you definitely expect the Tracer to be stronger in the neutral poke game, but of course the Sombra gives you that really explosive fight-winning EMP.
If Sombra gets a hack on you, I think most...
that's the hack.
Just like that.
Oh well, you've spoken into existence, and the main damage source is gone for Barrier Free Carpark for this fight.
And Exil getting the kill in Claire, boops off the backline, and that is a very decisive first fight. Captain S just taking out Ampha. And Asparagus, yep, leaping away at Xenofly.
Yep, so first fight goes the way of Geiger counter. Of course, well, Barrier Free Carpark did actually get the point first, so they do have 14% on board, but Geiger counter will pretty soon surpass that, I do believe. Captain S, 70% to an EMP, as Asparagus is camping here on the high ground.
But look at the difference in the all charges. Or they're actually, no, they're around the same. But Alex is going for the big boops, but Captain S is the one that surprisingly finds the opening kill. But as I say that, Alex boops off Deadpool, but Asparagus and just Asparagus kills off Claire. Exo finding the kill on Ampha, and ooh, nice headshot or whatever, body shot / headshot on Bubblekitty, just like that. Geiger counter yet again.
Yeah, and really the difference there comes down to one side having the coalescence and the other side not. I mean, all the extra damage and healing just makes such a difference when you're trying to push into an enemy team. Now, the EMP from Captain S, how is he going to use it?
They've scouted out Asparagus, dangerously low. Ampha taking this high ground. Oh, Xenofly going for the bomb! Gets to Ampha! Boops X still off the map. Bubblekitty gets Captain S and Croissant. Dude, just beaming down easy clap, but Xenofly,
And,
showing
well,
who is
yeah.
king.
I mean, absolutely no value from the EMP there. I don't know what the call was, but definitely the engage timing was... The engage speed from Barrier Free Carpark was so quick that Captain S just didn't get the chance to set up for a good EMP, and as a result, Barrier Free Carpark will take the point back. The early
Dangerously low. Gets shut down by Exil. But he, you know, a bit of a late sound barrier from Claire there, but going to Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool clapping Asparagus right now. Focusing on the Winston. Eva bomb on point, finds no one. Deadpool focusing down the Winston yet again, but Exil is DMing for his tank partner there, but Deadpool finally gets a kill on Overclock. Captain S somehow boops up Claire? Hello?
Must have been hit off the edge, I think, right there.
Oh yeah, maybe. Asparagus kills Croissant yet again. Responds with a very Hail Mary, you know, Death Blossom, but kind of weird.
I mean, we can talk all we want about, you know, how the ultimates were used and how the fight went, but at the end of the day, that was just...
The fight is still going on, though.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Still very alive.
And the point is, with Barrier Free Carpark, so this does benefit them.
Yeah, they might just hold this to OT here. Bomb from Xenofly, was it? Yeah, and Ampha gets the kill on Exil.
They're not able to get a remake.
Yeah. Oh, Barrier Free Carpark.
Well, I mean, it's just a great stall there. I think they only had a Winston up on a point.
Big EMP, but there's no one to connect right now. And Captain S just falls to Ampha. The tank line of Barrier Free Carpark just raining down dominant.
That fight must have lasted a good 70, 80, 90 seconds. Ultimate, probably everybody used the ultimate at some point in that fight. Quick pause coming through, just as well. allows us to take a quick breath in between. Well,
Yeah,
if the next points are going to be as chaotic as the first one. Yeah, it looks like a disconnection. Let's take a look at some of the action that happened in that round. The
here
huge bomb.
Xenofly's big bomb. Oh, finds two. I think he wanted to do the same thing last year, but it fell a bit short, but it worked in the end. Finding the very key essential partners.
I think some of the members of Geiger Counter had their cooldowns out there, so probably not expecting some of those ultimates to come through where the bomb was going to land. And of course, you see the EMP, not quite ideal. It only catches on 2 people on the side of Periphery Carpark. Kind of caught out at the point while members of NTU had made their way onto the point already. So not ideal. And of course, after that, it's just one incredibly long, protracted, extended fight. But NTU had control of the points all the way. So definitely a benefit.
They extended till they flipped it.
Yeah, exactly.
Those crazy, like their tank line, like Ampha was just juggling, I think, Exil in the corner, and Exil had no response to that. Couldn't even fly because I don't know what was going through his mind, but he had the boost out, I think, and there was a Moira healing him, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, some extended technical issues, I think, on the side of one of our players. So we are going to cut to a really quick break while we sort that out. Never mind. Looks like we are back. Yep, production issues, technical issues resolving themselves. So we will head back into Ilios for point 2. Right about in 10 seconds. Yes, there we go.
10 seconds.
Very professional production around here. We are a bit of a skeleton crew, to be honest, but we'll do what we can to make this broadcast as smooth as possible.
Man, again, NTU just showing up with surprises. I think they taking revenge for the last team. Very 4 times lecture speed right there.
Yeah, maybe, but it was a pretty close match either way. I mean, that fight could have gone either way with only 2 members of either side left on the point. But as it stands, first points of Ilios goes the way of Periphery Carpark. Now we're on Ruins, a really big, wide open map, and compositions pretty similar. Well, actually, let's just say that Geiger Counter moves to the Ana brick. So a lot more sustained healing, a lot more single target healing, a lot more anti-dive courtesy of the Brigitte. So a lot slower composition. Yeah, kept this on the McCree, so a very different look actually from NUS coming out here.
Exil taking a lot of the damage there, but Asparagus is the one that's flanking right now. Easy Clap finds it on Deadpool, but Captain S is the first one to go down. Asparagus cleans up Croissant right there, and Exil hard focusing Ampha. He knows that he's the hard carry of NTU maybe. And Exil just mowing down everyone.
Yeah, and you see the initial engage from Periphery Carpark does find the kill, but once they've run out of steam, once the initial dive, loses its momentum, Geiger Counter's composition is just so much stronger, right? They can stay in the fight for longer. The poke damage from McCree is just so great, and eventually off of that, they do retake the fight and take the point.
Alex dangerously low. And Asparagus, question mark, falls off the map maybe. Bubblekitty, huge pulse bomb in the back line. And just like that, NTU can retake that point, and they're chasing them down, killing Exil, but first finding Captain S along the way. Bubblekitty.
Yeah. It's a tale of 2 pulse bombs. I think Asparagus blew himself up with his own pulse. And then Bubblekitty found 2 with his own. So, a very quick fight, very quick turnaround there for Periphery Carpark.
Bracer gap, question mark?
Well, we may get a rebuild at some point, I don't know. Early call from Croissant. No call on the side of Geiger Counter, of course.
And Ampha, though naded, finds the kill on Captain S. Overclock is dying to Deadpool. And Ampha,
it's already
juggling everyone away from the team?
I mean, Easy Clap was redding and was nano boosted, and you don't want that thing anywhere near your team. So, you can probably understand as Asparagus takes out Bubblekitty in a little dark alleyway. So,
Tracer
What
1v1.
revenge there, yeah.
Asparagus flanking around the side. Xenofly eats the pulse bomb and responds with a diva bomb. Can this be big? He finds nothing. Exil, though, however, finding the kill on Ampha. Both pulse bombs being eaten by the respective divas. Asparagus yet again 1v1ing Bubblekitty. Ooh, this time it's the Exil who finds the big pulse bomb on both Bubblekitty and Claire. And with that, maybe, just maybe, NUS can take this point if NTU doesn't stall anymore. But NTU, a damn it, stalling the point right now. And now they're juggling in. Ampha is coming in for the big stall. They hope to get this to maybe 80%. And that 80% is what they will get.
I don't know how that self-destruct finds the Lucio and the Tracer, of all people. The two most tiniest and most mobile characters on the side of Barrier Free Carpark, but there you go. A big Diva Bomb from the side of NUS, and now they have the points. 37% and counting. Ultimate-wise, not much to work with for game counter, only the Nano. Probably will go on to Telex on the Winston.
And that's an early pulse bomb on Captain S. Captain S dies yet again. Ampha kills Easy Clap. Just focuses down the Brig. And Bubblekitty just dealing with the backlight right there. Big boot from Claire, killing off Exil. Exil, however, finds the response kill in Croissant, but that's not enough. NTU pretty dominant right here.
I think Deadpool got stunned out of his Death Blossom by Easy Clap, but Easy Clap gave up his life in the process. And of course, the Pulse Bomb kill onto Captain S just opened things up so much for the rest of Barrier Free Carpark to dive in. So, someone's got to touch the point from the side of Geiger counter. It will be Telex on Winston. Is his primal soon? Can he get it? I think the Nano boost goes onto Winston.
Yeah, maybe it's to get his primal. Asparagus dangerously low. Pulse Bomb misses. Xenofly, oh, he snicks someone, but Xenofly finds a kill on Captain S. Maybe he's caught off position. Telex hooping Croissant off the map right there.
No polar essence for you.
Ooh, both Winstons though, juggling everyone off the point. But which Winston reigns supreme? Maybe that doesn't matter because Bubblekitty finds the kill on Overclock. Telex finds the kill on Claire. Deadpool mowing down Exil. Bubblekitty, what is happening to Bubblekitty? He's on some kind of crack. I want some of that, man. He's killing everyone on the side of NUS. But
it's will by NUS.
Oh, Bubblekitty, what is happening? Bubblekitty.
What an insane clutch to end the map right there. And I thought when the Moira for Barrier Free Carpark got knocked off the map, it was turnable. This comp just does not function without heals, but the clutch factor from some members of NTU there just coming through so strong yet in.
This is Bubblekitty's big stick.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at that. Dude, he's just dancing around Captain S right now. If it weren't for the DM, oh, never mind, Ampha still kills him. Ooh. Bubblekitty just showing them who's boss.
Yeah, but I mean, that was so close at the end. But, you know, Tracer is a hero that you really see carry plays on quite often. Really does give you that pop of potential. You can stall a point for so long, especially on control. You can, you know, duck in and out of fights, get health back, come and kill someone else. You know, hit recall, come back in with another one, 50 HP. And that really, when you lose your main support, right? When you lose your main source of healing, Tracer is really the hero that you want around to keep things going, to keep the point contested in your favor. And yeah, Bubblekitty eventually able to make it work and pull out the clutch.
I don't know what happened there, but in the last fight, he just solo killed both the supports. I don't know how he found those angles, but I know one thing for sure. I'm going for Tracer training with him later. Maybe. I don't know. Kappa.
Well, still 2 more maps to come. This Tracer battle, Asparagus had its moments on Tracer. So we should see more of the Tracer coming up. Second map of the series will be Numbani. It's a hybrid map. It's kind of an okay map for Tracer, I suppose. Not terrible, not great. Of course, point A of Numbani is so unique. Teams can get health there so easily. It's not easy to break that high ground hold. Third map, it's still showing as Hanamura. I do believe it's Havana actually, because you know, we've heard your wishes. No one really likes to play 2 CP. Blizzard certainly doesn't think so. It's not in for Overwatch 2, so it will be an escort map instead. But in the meantime, you know, we may not even get there. It's Numbani that's going to be the second map of the series.
Yeah, I don't think they'll run the Trickster. Maybe it seems more of like a, you know, high groundish kind of map So maybe they'll play more of Echo Reaper, perhaps. I don't know. I'm just speculating here based on what I've seen on the Owl matches. But
Oh, because he's Torbjorn.
oh yeah, Torbjorn is really good here. But maybe on the actually, he works both on offense and defense. So it'll be really interesting to see how both teams interpret this map and plays around with it.
Yeah, it's a variety of ways to approach the first point. You can walk up main onto point. You can walk up top left, send someone to flank from bottom left to take the high ground. So lots of different ways to do it. I think we famously saw the Philadelphia Fusion run Lucio Moira while attacking point A, and they got full health by the LA Valiant. So maybe that comp not the best for this point.
But Atlanta Rain showed up with a Torb.
Yeah, Atlanta Rain showing up the Torb, and you know, I think our teams here are no strangers to beam picks like Torb, but it could be a very legitimate choice. We're going to cut to a really quick break, this time for real, I hope. And we'll see you back shortly for Numbani.
And we're going straight into the map, I think.
We're back. Seems like that 1 minute break really was a 1 minute break. So for the first time tonight, we are on schedule. But yeah, we are about to head into Numbani for the second map of the series. Very competitive Ilios on the first round, but it was a 2-0 to barrier-free Carpark. So an early advantage in the series for the NTU team.
Not over yet. I mean, as we saw last year, I think there was a reverse sweep for Geiger counter. So we shall see what's happening this time.
But honestly, it was my first time casting, and I was too nervous to remember anything that happened. Was it a reverse sweep? Might have been. I honestly don't
I don't know. You were casting. You should know. I don't know. You said something about how they were. Man, I don't know. But...
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was a long time ago. And it was an even more scuffed production than what we have today. Can you believe it? But anyway, Geiger counter will roll out on the defense first, running the Ana brick once again. So yeah, an anti-dive sort of composition, right? The brick really is just there to protect the Ana and hand out some occasional armor packs to the Tracer and to the Sombra. High ground control for the support line, very important, of critical importance, in fact, for Geiger counter. On the side of barrier-free Carpark, Bubblekitty's on the Soldier, which would normally be a bit of a meme pick, but some OWL teams have been choosing it as of late, so let's see what he can do, locking the licks.
Yeah, I mean, I did say that Bubblekitty might not play Tracer, and I was right, but Geiger counter, though, playing Tracer still. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he just plays it on the defense here. So you can set up on this high ground to begin with.
Right here's like a pocketed Echo, and that seems to be really strong. The Owl lately. But now they're all going up this choke here.
And 1 HP. Oh, gets out alive.
Very low for both tank lines right now. But it's barrier-free Carpark who charges in, and Croissant gets the kill on Captain S. Somehow he wasn't invisible, and therefore can now focus beam on Telex. Bubblekitty just rocketing overclock there, easy clap. Manages to kill Ampha with a whip shot, but he gets rezzed and finds the revenge kill on an easy clap.
Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to deal with. A Mercy pocketed Echo, right? If you give her some space, she's able to just start spamming damage onto your team for free. That can often be it. It's very hard to come back from that. Captain S, 2/3 of the way to an EMP. But we see Barrier Free Carpark pushing up aggressively, not giving Geiger counter any space to come back in.
Yeah, very aggressive for Battlefield Carpark, which might, you know, work in their favor.
Yep, they've got 2 people on cards and everyone else just pushing on the street's face. It seems like the tank line for Geiger counter establishing some control of the high ground for the time being. Captain S almost has this EMP ready to go. That would be the big win condition ultimate for Geiger counter coming up.
Strangely, Captain S is not in the backline right now.
Yeah, oh, here goes the engage.
Oh, here we go. That's a huge EMP, and XL can now find Bubblekitty with an EMP. Asparagus still holding on to that pulse bomb. Deadpool naded. There's not much he can do. Telex finds the kill on his counterpart, Monkey, and Captain S can clean up one player.
And that's a pretty nice, clean win for Geiger counter. 1 EMP and 1 self-destruct, and you win the fight. But Barrier Free Carpark using no ultimates there. So you know, they'll take the loss and come back again stronger with more ults this time around. Oh, they found the soldier! Very nice collapse there from the Tracer and the Sombra. Bubblekitty looking for a flank, not getting it.
They might go in for this res. Nope, they're not going out. But Soldier can just run anyways.
Yep, no big loss. Oh, nice little whip shot over there.
And
yeah, both teams fighting over control of that high ground is so important as a staging point, especially for the backline, for the Ana.
But Deadpool's the first one who will activate his ult by cloning Exil, but it's Xenofly who will find the first pulse bomb on overclock. Bubblekitty being boosted by the Mercy kills off Exil. And that's kind of a wasted ult for Telex there, as he tries to...
meta right there.
Yeah. They don't see Captain S. Oh, they're still contesting Captain S. Desperately trying to hold. He does recall back. Pulse bomb is used by Asparagus, but it's still Barrier Free Carpark who will eventually cap the second point with 4 minutes in their time bank. And charging in though.
Saving grace for Geiger counter. They have EMP once again. They definitely need to use that to stop this push going any further. Uh-oh.
Oh,
that is a problem.
That is a huge rocket from Bubblekitty onto Asparagus.
Ampha rocking the Hunger Spark skin. Who shares Sims, anyone?
They're all taking Bubblekitty on the high ground. Maybe he wants to set this up with Claire, don't know. Oh, he waited for that! He knew! Oh my gosh! But while the rest of the team is EMP'd right now, Exil going when the bomb finds 2, kills Croissant and Deadpool, who are caught on the open. Deadpool gets questionably res, however, as the rest of the team goes down. Xenofly tries to get this back by killing Captain S, but it will be Geiger counter who eventually gets this.
What a confusing fight. That EMP gets one person, gets the Diva, and then the Tech Visor comes in on top of that. They almost demech Xenofly, but somehow he stays alive. EMP gets no value. And then the bomb comes in and kills 2. So just a pretty odd fight overall, honestly. But NUS come out on top, and Captain S straight back to the business of farming the EMP.
Captain S gets a successful hack on Xenofly. Xenofly completely useless in helping Ampha as he was to take increasingly high damage. Both tanks dangerously low.
Oh no!
But they still want to fight this. However, Alex also low. Deadpool finds a big... Oh wait, no, sorry. Xenofly finds a big bomb on both the backline. And Telex slept. There's nothing they can do now. What a huge bomb from Xenofly as always. And that's kind of a wasted Diva bomb, but that's fine.
It's the clone, yeah.
Yeah, the clone.
Well, 3 outs. Coming up from 4 outs for Geiger counter. Here comes the EMP.
Has the EMP, but that's kind of a miscom because Telex pushes them out of the EMP. No matter, he still manages to get a hack on Xenofly. Xenofly now in baby form. Captain S gets a kill on Deadpool. Now it'll be Telex who's dying. Captain S finding these kills. Nano Sombra, yeah, that probably works in 2021 as he mops up the floor with the 2 tanks.
Oh, Captain S must have some beef with Xenofly. That's the second time in a row he solo EMP'd the Diva on the side of Barrier Free Carpark. In addition to, you know, the multiple manual hacks that he's getting on the Diva. But of course, Diva is the best hack target pretty much in this competition. As Asparagus, it's...
Oh, dangerously low. Telex gets punished for this as well with a huge sleep. And Bubblekitty popping Tag Visor gets no value, but
Yes,
that's not what they're trying to find. Probably trying to push them back as Ampha aggressively charges in. They're trying to hard focus the break.
Yeah, it's a big
But
sneak up right there.
manages to kill Claire and Deadpool. That's half the support and half the DPS gone, and that's, you know, Exil manages to kill both the support line. Captain S almost gets the hack there.
Yeah, and you see the big flank coming through from Barrier Free Carpark, putting so much pressure on the backline of Geiger counter. But what do? They counter dive in response, right? They go for the backline of Barrier Free Carpark, and eventually the trick works in their favor. So it's a good thinking there from Geiger counter. And you know, once again, Captain S almost has the EMP. Let's see if he catches more than one person this time. Sneaky up.
I mean,
from the
that
back.
time Bubblekitty
It's a
could
huge
avoid
nade.
Captain S's EMP there, but no matter. Easy Clap gets the first kill on Deadpool, and Croissant, you know, follows shortly after.
Yeah, I think it was the Bionade from Overclock that hit too. Both members quickly cleaned up. And now, last fight territory. The Barrier Free Carpark came to this with like a 4.5 minute time bank, I think. And it's down to just 30 seconds. And the EMP is still available for Geiger counter, so this is very dangerous for the side of NTU.
Bubblekitty being hard dived, and this time the EMP connects with him. And, but
eventually they
pushing them all away, preventing them from touching. Even in this state, he manages to kill 2 on the back line. Tag Visor yet again for Bubblekitty, but can they touch this? Oh yeah, someone can. It will be Xenofly. Xenofly will be touching his Ampha, switches off to the Rhine. But maybe it's all for naught. Bubblekitty managed to get the kill on Telex, overclocks big nades on Xenofly, and catches Ampha, but Ampha's still alive. Exil out of mech. Can they do this? Can they push it?
Hey.
Deadpool playing close to the card right now. Bubblekitty finds a kill on Asparagus. That's 2 down. That's 1 down on the side of Geiger counter. Monkey just respawned. It might still be winnable for Barrier Free Carpark right now. Being, oh my gosh, that's a huge shatter on the side of Ampha. Xenofly managed to kill Telex in his shattered state, but Captain S will be the one to clean up Ampha. Exit finding
the remake.
Oh no! Oh, remake like gets shot down by Bubblekitty. He knows Bubblekitty with the 6th sense, man. First avoiding Captain S's EMP, now denying that juicy remake.
Oh,
Bubblekitty. This guy.
I mean, you think, right, that
has all kinds of senses installed in him, man.
You think that Geiger counter has that fight? You know, they get a kill, they push the members of NTU back to its spawn. It's only 10 seconds left. It's a desperate touch, just about gets it, and you know, Xenofly gives up his mech just to contest the point. But you know, the Rhine swap maybe was inspired. The 2 DPS from Barrier Free Carpark just staying alive for so long, just putting consistent damage, and they eventually take that fight. At under the bridge, or not bridge, but in the little tunnel, the car wash, and after that they're just able to push through, to the very end. And Reinhardt has always been, the better pick for third point of Numbani, and you see why, right? He's so strong on that little narrow choke. It does so much cleave damage with the hammer. His shield so effective over there. You can't really flank the Reinhardt coming out of last point, and eventually somehow Barrier Free Carpark clutches it out.
Yeah, here we see arrivals into Numbani from Singapore. Someone maybe needs to check that because maybe malfunctioning there.
I didn't know that we allowed travels from Numbani. Maybe they don't have COVID over there.
I would love to visit Numbani.
I like to visit most of the places in Overwatch lore.
That is true.
And check out what's in those damn payloads. I don't think anyone really knows.
Yeah, it doesn't really explode like TF2.
No, look now, Deadpool's on the Torbjorn. What are we saying about? Interesting picks on Numbani defense.
Captain S is still on that Sombra.
He's going to find that top so annoying. The turret just has infinite range.
That is true. Bubblekitty being pocketed by Claire. Ampha gets booped down by Easy Clap, but it'll be Bubblekitty who find the first pick on Captain S. Xenofly manages to kill Asparagus. Captain S may have been a bit out of position there, but Exil manages to get the annoying turret. Exil is at the far back. He gets naded. Exil
Xenofly was naded on the side of Barrier Free Carpark, and they very nearly got the D-Mac there. But then Exo himself got naded and couldn't get out of the way. So a good try, but until retaining control of this crucial high ground, you don't want to let Geiger counter push out and set up over there.
Xenofly is doing some casual spy checking.
Spy checking. Captain S, 62% to the EMP. It's not great.
He has more ult charge than the Tracer.
That is true. The dive comes in.
Slept.
Yep, it's Nano goes
Easy Clap will be the first one though to pop his ult, and Bubblekitty manages to find one with Tech Visor, but it would be Telex who will be popping his primal to deny Bubblekitty that visor, and Asparagus manages to kill Bubblekitty. Telex manages to get the juggle kill on Deadpool. Xenofly's bomb, but gets killed by Telex before he can remake. But anyways, I think it went, pretty much in the side of Geiger counter anyways.
I think it was a Nano Visor going through on the Bubblekitty, but on the other side, Geiger counter Nano Telex on the Winston, and the Nano Winston just gives you so much space, right? Especially when high ground is so prevalent on this point.
That's a fat nade from Overclock. Gets two though, I think. Player and someone else at the back, maybe? Not
too sure who else you got, but it's just going to stall into out for another 6 seconds. The Vault ready to go. Let's see if they push aggressively. Yep, here it goes.
Big pockets. Ampha stalling close, holding close to point, trying to stall the cart there. Ampha is low, Xenofly. Oh, that's a nade, and here comes the nade. Here comes the EMP Exo combo. But Asparagus doesn't need that. Finds the pulse bomb on Ampha. Kills both tanks because he gets the mech.
Yeah, a good engage there from NUS. You see the bulk engage from Barrier Free Carpark coming in. They bait the aggression and then they go in with the counter EMP. So a clean fight win, but Barrier Free Carpark will be able to recontest this quite cleanly. They have the Molten Core. Great for buying space on the point. Bubblekitty ready to go with another visor. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, Captain S.
Somehow, Captain S finds him.
Snipes on Bubblekitty. But he can't be res anymore because Claire actually swapped off the Mercy into Lucio. Yeah, but I don't know if you want to still go for this. Deadpool is Molten Coring on the point. Asparagus though kills Claire, but Deadpool managed to kill Overclock. The headshot, but Asparagus now carrying on his own as Tracer as he wipes both backline and then some of Barrier Free Carpark here.
The visor, the bomb,
back. Yeah, I still haven't kept the cart yet. Captain S just trying to deny Bubblekitty.
No out to the side of Barrier Free Carpark, and Overclock has the Nano. It's going to come back in. This could be how
Alex dangerously low. Oh, huge stick on Asparagus, by Asparagus. And they still haven't kept the cart. Someone is on the point here, but they finally get it.
Yeah, Overclock falls again. Still hasn't used the Nano, but in the end, while all the attention was focused on killing that Ana.
Axel dangerously low there.
Yeah, I think Barrier Free Carpark may have tunneled a bit too hard on the Ana, and the rest of the members just fall in the meantime. So Captain Nance has the EMP, but Bubblekitty still has this visor.
Kind of an interesting, EMP.
Absolutely massive.
Node Exil, and there's nothing Ampha can do here as he gets EMP'd and then hacked again, denying him from putting his shield up for the rest of the team. Claire trying to desperately hold his card, but Deadpool, who's holding this? Deadpool, play of the game right there.
Yeah, gets out his life. That's very cute.
Gets out with his life too, yeah.
And that may be a critical stall actually.
That was a critical stall.
Get back as a full 6.
Yeah, but it'll be easy clap. We'll be popping his rally, but at the same time Bubblekitty pops his visor. Asparagus dangerously low here. Asparagus trying to focus down Croissant. Telex popped his primal and he's trying to juggle everyone else. Xenofly deny space there. Ooh, Ampha gets hacked dangerously low and naded. I don't know how he's still alive, but player has a sound barrier. Maybe he can try to help Barrier Free if they need this. Exil fighting everyone. Ampha is still fighting like with less than half his health left. Now the Soundbear comes out, but Exil manages to find Claire though. But Croissant managed to kill Captain S. Ampha swinging away. Asparagus trying to 1v1 the soldier. Shatter goes down the side of Ampha, but no one is alive to connect there. Easy Clap managed to whip down Ampha. Exil getting the better of the Diva duel by micro-missiling. Yet another TIE Fighter on the side of Battlefield Carpark by Bubblekitty.
Here comes the EMP. This could be massive.
Ampha is coming back as Ball. Alex has Primal. Captain S, he's flanking. He wants to do it. Especially with Ball, that could be really big.
Should go
and an EMP goes down.
Deadpool has the Death Blossom. The one ultimate available.
Manages to get the stick onto Bubblekitty. Deadpool, his Rip Blossom is denied there. Exil.
Yeah, will they get a cap with more than 1 minute? That's the key question now. 13 seconds left to go to payload.
I think
almost at the end.
They're trying so hard to deny this right now. Everyone is... everyone inside Battlefield Carpark is down. Talix popped the Primal just to put them away.
1 minute and 6 seconds. It's very, very close at the end. You know, that was like another 90-second fight, I think. It went on for so very long.
6 seconds away from giving Battlefield Carpark a chance to win there. Now it's a draw or a bust for this match.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, with 66 seconds playing into a Torbjorn, it's pretty damn difficult to charge up an EMP. And it's pretty difficult to win a fight without an EMP if you're running what Geiger counter was running. So they may have to try something else here. Especially Battlefield Carpark pulls out the Torb again. As it stands though, it's no Torbjorn, it's a Tracer Soldier. The very, very 2017, I think.
What's interesting to note is that Deadpool is now playing the Tracer and Bubblekitty is still playing that Soldier. Maybe a role reversal would have been good considering how, you know, amazing Bubblekitty played Tracer last week. We'll see. I mean, Deadpool wasn't bad. Like, he got that. yeah, he got that stall. But more than that, you know, he just put so much pressure on the tanks.
Well, I mean, that's what Soldier gives you, right? The ability to get into these off angles, these flank positions, to just pump in a lot of damage. Well, here we go. I think it's really the key question is how quickly does this EMP come up from the side of Geiger counter, and how effectively can Battlefield Carpark deny that EMP farm?
Oh, that's a big nade on the side of Croissant there, but Battlefield Carpark does not want to engage this, and it's a wise choice because that will be, you know, rushing into suicide right there. Right now, though, Geiger counter split.
Another 3-man nade.
Yeah, those are some big nades from Croissant. And Bubblekitty just shooting down from the high ground there.
It was a good hack onto the Diva though. Diva
Xenofly is out of mag. Captain S gets the kill on Xenofly, but both Divas are out of mech now. But officially, Battlefield Carpark is one the more man down right now. And Asparagus
the Geiger gets shut down instantly.
Oh no. And now they're focusing Claire and Asparagus. And to chop everyone away. Tracer, Deadpool, get the kill on Overclock. Can they hold this? I mean, Xenofly is coming back and he is a Team 24 player. Maybe he can do this 1v6 maybe? No questionable? No, not. And yeah, as the players start to trickle in, it's looking worse and worse for Battlefield Carpark.
Yeah, now the ultimate coming on 9 to get the counter.
It's uncontested on this Reaper. Oh, Ampha gets hacked by S there. Asparagus pops his own Death Blossom just to deny the point, and that's it. That's a game. That's game.
There was one hell of a stall though, I have to say. Very nearly turned it around.
One stall after another stall.
Just cycling members in the point, but really it came down to the critical opening hack onto Xenofly, right? By Captain S. You take the Diva away. There's no one to stop the Sombra, there's no one to stop the Reaper.
Oh, look at this, Bubblekitty.
As you look back at this amazing clutch on their own attack by Battlefield Carpark, but to no avail. It will be a counter that takes a very, very close Numbani, and you know, as we expected, it's a really close match between these two teams. Lots of talent on both sides. Great teamwork shown from both teams. No clear idea of what they want to play, what compositions they're going to run, what the win conditions are. And it's 1-1 after Numbani, so it's a decided map on Havana of all maps.
Yeah, and Havana will be really interesting. You've got like long ranges, long wide open spaces for Bubblekitty to play soldier again, maybe. What's really, I mean, what I'm seeing here is Captain S normally gets first picked a lot though in those previous engagements. Makes you really wonder, like, can maybe NTU capitalize on that? Maybe his positioning, something. I'm not so sure.
I mean, it's really hard to say, right? Numbani is such a hard point to crack. On that, Numbani point A is so hard to crack when if your defending team gets a good setup, someone on the left side high ground, someone on the right side high ground, someone watching that little tunnel flank from underneath. It's quite easy to poke out a Sombra, to decloak a Sombra, but of course, why he's not getting away with the Translocator afterwards is a different question, a different matter altogether. But we'll see. Havana point A especially probably don't see too much Sombra. They're so wide, so open, difficult for the Sombra to get in position. But let's see what they run.
I mean, conversely, it could be good for Sombra because it's so wide and open. That EMP could just affect everyone. So we'll really see how Captain S wants to play here. But I think he was using his Translocator rather aggressively. He was always using it to get in rather than get out. And maybe that's why he died a lot. I'm not so sure.
That's possible. It's hard to say, of course, without the POV. What I'm interested to see is what will happen here in Havana. Obviously, as you said, lots of opportunities for long-range hit scans to flex the muscle. So some compositions that we haven't seen before so far today may come out. Things like the Widow, the Ashe, the Hanzo, double shoot, double sniper could make a return. We'll have to see.
I love playing Hanzo on Havana. It's just so open, free headshots. Oh,
a really nice high ground purchase as well for the Hanzo to get out to, and it can be so difficult to contest the Hanzo.
Yeah, maybe Widowmaker will be good here too. We'll never know. We never know what's going in the minds of these insanely good players.
Well, we'll have to wait for too long to find out, as we head straight into the last map of the series. Of course, no draws on Escort, so the series will end one way or another.
I mean, technically, if they wanted to, they could.
If they wanted to, yeah. I mean, I've never seen a draw on Escort before, but yeah, I've personally never witnessed a draw on Escort in 5 years of playing this game? 4.5 years?
You've clearly never met win traders then.
Oh, well, yeah, I haven't not too often, has to be said. Well, this is interesting. Both teams showing a brawl composition.
Playing close to spawn. And I think Geiger counter might know. I don't know. Geiger counter might know that they're trying to Xenofly. Oh. Okay, well, yeah, now they know.
It is a close hold. I mean, it takes a lot of coordination to pull this off correctly. If you lose one member, you are kind of screwed. The wall will take just one.
This really can make or break it. This first hold here. And we're going straight into the action, but it'll be Asparagus who finds the first kill on Deadpool. And with that, Verifree Carpark's defenses are down. Bubblekitty, nice split though. Manages to freeze Exil, but all for naught. Asparagus showing dominance on the Reaper there. Clapping both DPSs. I think Deadpool might be swapping? I'm not so sure. Yeah, he is. He's swapping over to the McCree. And, that's a first hold attempt kind of fail from Geiger.
It bought him 30 seconds, which is really not as much as you would hope.
Almost a minute, actually.
Well, the thing is, by the time the cut gets back, we'll see how close they choose to take this fight. Whether they leave themselves room for another fight at the very end of this point. Asparagus. That was ambitious.
That was very ambitious. He might be in trouble here as Captain S gets the kill through the Ant Matrix on Ampha. Oh, yeah, Exil was there to... Sorry, Xenofly was there to help Bubblekitty, but because of that, Ampha was just left exposed. But it'll be Deadpool.
Somehow gets to, but...
Yeah.
It's not enough. Yeah, I don't really know what Bubblekitty was thinking with that flank. Of all characters to be flanking like that, Mei is not the one to do it. If Mei's not the right, she's kind of useless. Simply put, there's a huge slam coming in there.
Oh, huge shatter. What is going on? Okay, never mind. We saw something there.
Well, huge slam coming in. It's an M Matrix thrown in there for good measure. Croissant,
Alex.
responsive one, gets nothing.
Deadpool is, you know, showing his dominance as a McCree here, but his picks aren't always capitalized upon.
Yeah, I mean, the fight's ticking so quickly, but it's a Geiger counter that by the time Deadpool gets those picks, his team is already half dead. Well, Telex has control of this high ground. We've been matched by Ampha on the Orisa on the other side.
Axel still wants to go for this.
Oh, he's trying.
He's denied because
man.
Bubblekitty can now punish with that huge blizzard. Axel maybe might be throwing here. I don't know.
Well, that's the second time he's gone for it today.
Yeah, and I think Bubblekitty, you know, he trained his Axel senses. You know, he recognizes that Axel wants to do this, but he denies it.
And more than that, he saw there was no mech on the side of Geiger counter, just throws the blizzard out there, gets everyone. It's pretty clean and cheap fight win.
He responded very well to that. Yeah.
Well, Andrew is just taking the time to decide how they want to approach this fight. Fighting under the cuts. It's a nice high noon from far away. That's a great wall.
What's the high noon here? Wall, a good wall, and Captain S managed to get nothing here, thanks to Bubblekitty. But a bomb comes out from Exil, gets no one. Meanwhile, Alex charges in, kills Deadpool. Xenofly manages to wreck easy clap. Captain S gets Xenofly out of mech though. Exil. The Asparagus uses Death Blossom, kills Bubblekitty, and Orisa falls shortly after. Croissant dying. I think that's a reset on the side of Barrify Carpark here. But the card is being stalled by Claire. That's a big stagger, but
I think that fight all kicks off with like a really good Matrix from easy clap on Geiger counter. Just covers the entirety of the high ground and forces the tank from Barrify Carpark to drop. And from there, the advantage goes the way of NUS. So, it's a bomb on card.
Oh, but it manages to get deny some space here as Deadpool kills off Alex. Asparagus though punishes Xenofly. That's fine. Sneaky flank.
To the back.
And Caramel sees it though. Both Reapers, sorry, Bubblekitty swaps to my favorite hero Hanzo. Gets no one, but that's a huge pick on Captain S.
Yep, Caramel's headache-inducing sensitivity right there. Controlling the high ground here.
But makes it really hard for the counter to snipe him.
Oh, that's true, but the spawns don't favor NUS, and it looks like eventually they will go for the reset. Do get a cut all the way to the end of point B, so that's a start. It's not too bad.
Might I say that Ampha is playing Orisa now, so it opens up a lot of opportunities for NTU to push this.
Now the spam damage from Orisa's primary fire is just going to help them win the shield war.
And overcharger.
Yeah, they are taking this long-ranged poke battle, right? They're not fighting the Reinhardt at close range. Oh, sneaky speed high noon, I think that was. Doesn't get anything, gets defense matrix.
Oh, by taking up the Ant Matrix.
Yeah, that's the other matrix.
And Deadpool managed to kill one easy clap. And that's a huge stun. But Exil managed to find two. Captain S stuns Deadpool. Now it's only Bubblekitty. Can he do something? Oh, he misses that shot. How could you miss that shot, Bubblekitty? It's a free headshot. Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a really good sequence of ultimates coming on right there.
He does have his dragon though.
Yeah, and well, at this point does favor probably Hanzo a bit more, and more to the point, it does favor the Orisa a bit more.
Yes,
it's longer range, open sidelines. It's hard for Reinhardt based composition to close the gap very effectively, especially into the shield damage provided by a Hanzo. Here comes the dragon.
Here comes an early dragon. That's a good combo, but doesn't find anyone. However, Ampha manages to block half of that shatter. And Telex, the shield dropping dangerously low in front of an Ant Matrix. They can punish this now. Croissant managed to kill Telex right there. They're all fighting around this Ant Matrix. Ant Matrix finally goes down. Caramel gets spooked off the map, but he can recover. Everyone's trying to focus Caramel. Bubblekitty managed to get the kill.
Yeah, it's a great matrix. It's a great M matrix. Middle of the fight, everyone sort of used their abilities, their resources. No DM left, no shield left. And you just pop this matrix for a ton of damage. So NUS will not swap to match the Orisa.
Yeah, and this is really good for Hanzo because Orisa is just a free headshot charger. Deadpool goes into... Oh, he managed to get a nice headshot in Caramel. Deadpool manages to kill off Easy Clap at the high noon. And it will be Barefree Carpark yet again. Managing to hold this. I don't know why they wouldn't stagger Exil, but...
Well, you know, the edge of them is pretty close, so not much benefit to be gained right there. Slightly low on ultimates for Barefree Carpark. They have the Amp Matrix coming up pretty soon. That will be up in a couple of seconds. The Death Blossom ready to go for Geiger counter, and lots of space that can be bought with this Deadeye.
Ooh, but he gets
Xenofly
by Xenofly, but that cost him his life. No matter though. Oh, wait, no, Caramel responsive barrier, but Asparagus still goes down. I think the barrier didn't catch him as Deadpool kills him, but Easy Clap kills Ampha.
Yeah, very scrappy from long range. Both sides just poking, but eventually Geiger counter will find a way to push the card forward.
I don't know if they should still fight this with 2 men down.
I don't know if they can get out.
Dangerously low. Bubblekitty
gets
a nice kill on Asparagus right there. And with that, they can push this. And Bubblekitty making me proud on the Hanzo. Oh, but a big, almost big bomb. Captain S kills Ampha. Xenofly manages to take down Captain S. Xeno still on Baby Diva, but still big impact. Fortunately, he gets down. Deadpool knows he's there. That's a nice splitting dragon right there. Managed to kill Caramel. And with Caramel gone, that's most of the healers gone. For the side of Geiger counter, Deadpool clean headshots on Asparagus. And with that, Barefree Carpark holds this.
And the payload is just stuck in such an awkward spot, right? In that little archway, it's so difficult to push past it. Both teams making good use of the cover afforded by the payload. You know, if you get a bit low, just walk behind it, duck behind cover. And as a result, that fight went on for so long. So scrappy, both teams struggling to stabilize. But in the end, no, it's spawn advantage, definitely in favor of defenders. Havana third point, not an easy one to complete at all. And Barefree Carpark will pull through and stop the card from reaching the end of Havana.
Yeah, this might be good. I mean, for Bubblekitty, if he plays Hanzo again, because you can really just shoot down that arc, or just really just shoot down in this long hallway, and people would just walk into your arrows for free.
Yeah, you can't punish the Hanzo. He just does so much sustained damage, especially in the hands of a skilled operator.
Bubblekitty is definitely skilled, man. He's everything but unskilled. Anything we've seen.
Absolutely.
This whole match. Both teams know that they want to hold close to spawn.
Yeah, it's the turn of Geiger counter to try this close hold with the Reaper and the Mei. Let's see if it goes a bit better for them than if it did for the side of Barefree Carpark.
They know. Nice D9s on the DMs right there. A wall goes down to split, but Ampha takes the first casualty on Caramel. Oh, but as I say that Ampha is frozen, somehow lives though, thanks to the immortality field. Bubblekitty going Pharah. Cleans Easy Clap, and this is really good, really smart, because there's no one to contest at Pharah as of yet. And it's only poor Lord
on
the point. And yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh, it's a great adaptation, like you said. Pharah can be so free. She's got that roof, of course, to duck behind for cover at all times. And no hit scans at that point in time for the side of defenders.
Now Captain S is swapping to a McCree, but is that enough for Bubblekitty, who already has 70% ult charge?
It's gonna put some pressure on the Pharah, but it's unlikely to kill the Pharah outright, right? And they put on the flank. Oh, catches! Easy climb,
almost. But you see, there's not a lot of things that NUS can respond with now, because you got a threat in the air and a threat, you know, on the ground.
Yeah, but Nexo tries to contest at high ground. He does knock, I think, Deadpool away from that. It's perched on the high ground. The Immo Q is off. pretty early from the side of Geiger counter, and they will invest the M Matrix to go along with it.
Xeno going with that bomb like it's nothing, but gives space for Deadpool, both the DPS to clean the backline, and with that backline, NTU can finally push in right now. And that's a clean shot on Captain S. Oh, he knows.
That'll do.
The Sixth Sense kicking in yet again.
And Geiger counter never really took back control of the point. You saw Barrier Free Carpark had Fire in the skies, they had Deadpool on 3 on the high ground to the right, and they had definitely the better positioning and the better space control at the end of point A right there. So early high ground setup for Ampha on the Orisa. You see, of course, Geiger counter will want to match that, taking up the high ground here as well. Captain S,
Captain S dies and they can push in on this. A Shatter goes down, connects with nothing. Death Blossom at the back, Deadpool gets res to die again, but Xenofly kills Captain S, but it's kind of a Hail Mary at this point. Geiger counter successfully holds this and still manages to push a little bit. Xenofly
100 different alternatives used right there. She had the Deadeye, the Death Blossom, everything into the back off of the, seeing that the M Matrix, or rather that the Immortality field was down for the side of NTU, and you just push forward and all press Q. So they get the fight win, but it was pretty expensive. Asparagus on the flank right here. Oh, the Orisa is in trouble.
Bubblekitty swaps to Hanzo but dies. Claire kills Easy Clap, but Exil finds a early kill on Bubblekitty. And yeah, although M Matrix was used, it will be Geiger counter yet again who reigns dominant.
Yeah, and this is so smart from the side of Geiger counter, right? You're playing against Orisa, you're playing against a lot of shield spam and shield damage. So what you just hold a choke with the Reinhardt, and you don't let them walk out into any sort of open space. You don't let them, have the time to poke away at your shields. It's a bit of a late kill onto Claire on the Lucio.
Early pick on Claire.
Well,
early or late, yeah. I mean,
very early,
nonetheless.
Perhaps that's true either way. So, well, not holding close this time for NUS, and you will walk the payload through this initial phase of the distillery. Nice M Matrix coming in.
Here comes an M Matrix, and yet again, Barrier Free Carpark getting stopped here. Ooh, nice headshot there, Bubblekitty. That's how you do it. Oh, Bubblekitty.
Well, I
can feel those adrenaline all the way from the castle.
This is the problem if you are on the defending side.
That is how you headshot people, man. Bubblekitty is showing us the way.
And look at all the space.
Yeah, Dragon's in nice space here. Asparagus going for the cheeky flank. Maybe can get a huge Death Blossom here, but as Captain S pops his ult. Oh, he's aiming. Oh, he tanks that actually. That is, what? How did that bomb not kill him? Either way, Claire dangerously low. Xenofly was low. He gets out of mech, but he manages to kill Telex in his baby form, I think. Ooh, that's a huge Death Blossom. He gets hooked up, kills Claire, Croissant, headshot, and headshot after headshot on the side of Barrier Free Carpark. Oh,
finally the remake kill comes in.
Remake kill on Captain S. That's how you do it, says Xenofly to Exil.
Well, I mean, what an absolute clown PS of a fight. It's not over. It's the recontest coming through.
It's not over, but as the respawns keep coming in, and M Matrix is invested, don't know how that was useful, but NUS is slowly getting staggered out, and NTU will eventually get this point at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's more than NUS had in their run.
But it's a decent attempt at a stall from NUS, even throughout the M Matrix. But yeah, they were never going to win that fight. All 6 members, I think, for Barrier Free Carpark eventually getting back there and stabilizing. So yeah, 2.5 minutes, now 2.25 minutes. Not the biggest time bank in the world.
Ooh, Exil gets a early kill.
Deadpool gets cut out, and look, and yes, you're going to push the advantage. You're going to go forward with the M Matrix, and NTU very wisely just back off right to their spawn. No need to take any chances.
Yeah, this is fine for NTU.
Yeah, they're not giving out much space anyway. They just reset and go again.
He knew when he was gonna. Oh, big shatter!
Massive shatter!
Big shatter on the side of Ampha here, dominating. Showing that MTD right there. and a little bit of secondary tank difference. Ooh, Xenofly.
Nice tracking.
Honestly, most players on the side of NTU have this sense. They know where people are gonna walk, you know?
Oh, that's a bit of a stack. Oh, somehow the McCree gets out alive. And, you know, I think XO8, the dragon coming through from Bubblekitty there, if not the follow-up to the Shadow could have been much, much worse for the side of NUS. But it is one last fight here. Yeah, over to the Tracer, getting back to the fight more quickly. Going for that brawly style of you know, of
NTU wants to close this with the bomb on the... Oh, catches Captain S, but Captain S picks up his counterpart here. Exil, dangerously low, the sound barrier. Oh, up on the side of NTU, Asparagus cleaving through Ampha, but Vitalix and both Ryans going down.
That's a beautiful shadow.
Kind of a weird overlay. It's all good. Asparagus.
All good. Yeah. Fight still going on. I mean.
Oh, Asparagus manages to hold this.
And that Matrix did so much work for Croissant. Very nearly won the fight, but the shadow just come through. It was absolutely critical that it connected, and it did. And it
We're now heading into last fight territory.
Yeah, last fight territory. Captain S on the hunt. Oh, what a pick.
Swap.
So messy.
Snipes are Croissant. Oh, Bubblekitty gets the kill at Captain S, but unfortunately at the side of NTU, after players are down.
Oh, they're chasing someone. They're chasing the Tracer. Is the Tracer going to fall?
They are chasing Tracer.
Oh, but this is such a good job for Bubblekitty. Can he stay alive? Oh, he's on 1 HP recalls.
He manages to hold and draw attention away from the cart. A Xenofly can touch this.
There's no Matrix left.
Pitbull can kill Caramel.
Another massive shadow from Telex.
Unfortunately, NTU gets stomped by that Matrix.
That was such an amazingly
what a close game.
Final map on Havana. Yeah, I mean, that was fantastic to watch. So many clutch plays coming through at the end. The Tracer stalling for time, somehow stays alive with the entire team chasing her. As we see a play of the game coming through, Captain S on the McCree.
Oh, that's a nice clean double headshot there.
On the flank.
Dev Blossom. Oh, manages to get 2.
And what's to say? You know, that was amazing. Though that last fight was so close, was so tense. I think it started right when Telex hit a fire strike through an Matrix, took out +1 on the Moira. You know, there goes your main source of healing if you're Barefree Carpark, and from then on, you know, some attempted clutch plays coming in from Barefree Carpark. They get some kills back, but the shadow at the end just cleans everyone up. And wow, what a map! You know, we thought it was going to be a great match, but it was.
Wow, never ceases to amaze us. These two teams clashing.
Yeah, and no, let's have a look at some replays from that last map. 1 minute? Okay. Need a bit of time to set that one up. You know, yeah, there are so many fantastic plays that we need some time to pick the best ones.
Yeah. But those are just there were good plays all around. Predominantly though by Bubblekitty, but Captain S, you know, stepping up and just clicking. Was it clicking hits? Yeah, it was clicking hits.
On the McCree, yes.
And McCree. Oof, shutting them down, shutting NTU down.
And, you know, some big name players, of course, Bubblekitty and Xenofly and Deadpool on the side of NTU. But NUS showing that they have the players to match the star power on the side of NTU's first team. And, you know, in an incredibly close match, they take it's a mini reverse sweep, I suppose, 2-1 here in the second round of our group stage matches. And they set themselves up very nicely for qualification to our playoff matches tomorrow.
Again, it's not over for NTU because they can still win it back, especially with that high-level gameplay. I'm pretty sure the next few matches won't be as difficult, maybe?
I mean, they did have to forfeit the first map, remember? So they are actually down 0-2 in the standing. So it's a bit you know, closer than they would like now. If they lose another map, they are out for sure. So another match, rather, not map. So a bit dicey. But NCUA.
We're gonna see some tank gameplay coming up right about soon. In a bit.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the tanks, you know, we talk so much about the DPS, right? But we see some interesting, you know, dynamics between the tanks on both teams. Do you pick the Reinhardt or do you pick the Orisa? Do you want that, that long range spam damage? Do you want to take that close range brawl, right in your enemy's face? And of course, the D.Va has such a crucial role to play, right? Eating damage with these huge bombs. No shortage of really nice self-destructs here today, from both sides, of course. And the slams coming through from Telex at the end, it's so critical, so crucial. There's one here, there's one earlier on as well, I believe, that really swung the fight in NUS's favor.
Tanks are really the enablers in this game. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
As a DPS player, like, I understand you can't do much if your tanks are like that bad, but here, the tanks are just like kind of giving that advantage for the DPS to really shine. It's like, the tanks are supporting the weight of the DPS on their shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. You need that space to function, and you can't pop up if you don't have space. Of course, the DPS really working to create space for themselves to pop up as well. So yeah, well, that's 2 rounds of our group stages complete. Coming up next, we have 2 teams that we haven't seen before. Tampines Poly against Dover Poly, neither of which are actual schools that exist in Singapore. But Tampines Poly is, of course, Temasek Polytechnic, and Dover Poly is Singapore Polytechnic. So, you might recognize some of the players that we're going to see there. But yeah, we'll go for a quick 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll hop right in to the next match.